Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Max Rando tournament. We have a 2-0 matchup here, eunos versus digshake. My name's Buzz Thunder, and I am joined by the current champion of the SHI tournament Season 5 and gold medal winner of SMB3 in the Olympics, Link Sevens. How you doing, buddy?
Doing great. What's going on, Buzz? Looks like we're going to start this up pretty shortly.
Okay, I don't have a link to it. Do you have a link?
Yeah, I just put it in the commentary channel.
Okay, thanks. All right, I apologize for that. It took me a second to get everything up here. So we've got a heck of a matchup here today, Link. Digshake versus eunos, and if you know anything about Zelda II, you probably, or Zelda II Randomizer, I should say, you probably know at least one of these names.
Yeah, obviously, digshake, the creator, and then eunos, all-around Zelda II, randomizers of Zelda. He's pretty high up in a lot of different categories of these early Zeldas. So.
Yes, very much so. Also, eunos is the champion of the first ever Zelda II Randomizer tournament, and we had a second tournament, and digshake was the champion of that one. So these are a couple of heavy hitters, and we're off. Okay, looks like we're starting off 3 gems, 1 heart container, the boots, the magic key, and regular lives, 3 lives. I didn't see all the spells. I think I saw fairy and shield. I'm not sure if I covered everything there.
No, thought it was reflect also.
Fairy, shield, and reflect, 3 crystals. Okay, so pretty good start here with the key and the boots. They can just dive right into palaces. So what's your strategy starting off here, Link?
Yeah, I mean, I guess just see what's visible. Maybe find some items, some caves. You're gonna end up needing raft somewhere, so take what you can get.
Yep, you definitely need the raft since there is 3 crystals to place. And that is a great item that they both find in Heart Container Cave.
Yeah, starting with 1 heart, find a heart, easy up A right out of there.
Yeah, definitely, and that's a very important pickup just because when the 1 heart container start, it doubles your life, so it's just terribly important in the beginning.
And that's one thing you'll see from these guys where, you know, somebody that just picked up Zelda II Randomizer wouldn't. You walk right into that, you find your heart container. I think a lot of new people would walk out, and you'll see these guys up A out of it just because, you know, you're not close to a gaining an attack level or anything. It's just going to be faster to warp out than walk out.
Yeah, nothing really lost there early on. Looks like digshake is already diving into Palace 1, and eunos is grabbing upstab from Rose City, or Mido as it's called in some circles. So he'll be better equipped for combat and things like that. Ultimately, our strategy early on, 3 crystals, like you said, you do need the raft and you do need the gloves. So once you get those 2 things, we should be just ready and can tear this whole thing apart. So as with Palace 1 close to start, both of our players jumping in here.
Yeah, I mean, having the key already, diving into Palace 1 is a pretty easy decision.
Yeah, for Palace 1, you don't really need anything to complete it other than 2 keys are the only things that can block it. Well, I mean, there would be a 3rd key needed if you want to get the the item out of it. So since they have the magical key, that's all they're worried about. So this will be a nice couple of easy early levels and easy gem. They'll probably both get the item out of here just because it's really short. So
I wonder if Digshake was hoping for a pea bag there. He went all the way to the end of that room.
yeah, I'm not sure. I saw him, yeah, pick up a key or such. So we'll see. Pea bag would be nice this early on, but normally you wouldn't really see him even bother. And they are in the same room right now, fighting the same Iron Knuckle.
Eunos with a double kill there. Double KO.
Third stab's the charm for Digshake, picks up a 50-point P bag and life 3 with starting with low life. Those life levels are going to be really important early on. And here's Horsehead.
Are we diving back for the item, you think?
Oh, definitely. I'd say 100%. No reason not to.
Big confidence from Buzz Thunder.
I don't see why you'd skip it. Well, I guess it is close to start. You could abandon it and look for, more readily available items as you explore at the same time. Just because getting the atom out of here is an up A away. But if you don't have the glove and you don't have the rafting, you're going to need both of them. There is no reason to leave any items out on the table because they could be anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, you've already explored half the palace.
Yeah, my 100% guarantee was incorrect as Digshake leaves. Eunos is going to
a 50-50 apparently.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, it was 100% of the right for Eunos, not for Digshake.
I don't know that had Digshake even looked into the town, though. Did he know what town that was already?
No, he didn't really do anything. He got the heart container and went straight in.
Yeah, Eunos had already gone in there and gotten downstabbed, so I wonder if Digshake wanted to check the town before diving back in.
Yeah, like you said, doesn't really matter since it's so close to start, but he seems like he's abandoning that. And he's going to go for easier items.
The rest of the overworld. First divergence.
Yep, not what I expected, but here's the deviation in play from with the Masters.
A little digger.
Digshake finds Saria, does not want to get the spell, however.
That might be one they already have, right? Do they have that slot yet?
If I looked at it correctly, I'm pretty sure they had Rauru, Mido, and Naburu. But I might be wrong if Digshake just skipped Saria. I mean, that's another thing. You never know whether you're going to need the Thunder spell or not. They probably don't care about spells from where they are.
Raft on the grass tile.
Yep, picks up the raft from the grass tile. We're going to see if this Palace 1 item is important.
Found us a jar.
And that could be important, right, Link? I mean, you would.
Yeah,
know, right?
it was critical in my last race. Probably not so much in a lot of these Max Rando series.
But it does happen. I know that I had a race against you in the last tournament where I wound up at Thunderbird and had to go back. And actually, I went back into Palace 1 to get a magic jar out of. So it could be important, probably won't be. I'd expect Digshake will go back there eventually anyways, but who knows?
Looks like the boots are pretty handy in this seed. We got the river through the swamp.
Yeah, a lot of times they don't really do much help in the Western continent, but in this one they seem to be helping out quite a bit. I'm going to find another item as Eunos is in Reset Cave.
With all the lag.
And a heart container in Reset Cave, which is absolutely huge. Normally you think that's a garbage item, but when you start off with one heart container, in these kind of races, where you start with one, I really think the person who finds more heart containers earlier on is going to be the person to win it. Just because of less deaths, less backtracking, everything. Just being able to survive.
Yeah, it can kind of depend on the enemy sets and stuff. It probably becomes a little less of an issue the more, the better your combat is. But it's still something. You'll still, just trying to go fast, you'll get into these situations where you end up damage boosting. That every little bit helps.
Yeah, it certainly does. Finds Palace 5 over in the Western continent, so he doesn't want to go in there. Just a little bit, just potentially too big of a palace to want to deal with at this point.
Yeah, too many rooms.
So I don't believe we saw it. Oh, we did see this one. Yes, it's either 3 or 6 here. Neither of them jumped in. Looks like Eunos is going to jump in, hoping that it's 3.
Take a look. 6 for sure.
Yep, it's definitely 6 now. 6 is a lot of people want to stay away from it early on, but it really isn't that terrible. A lot of times it loops around to the extent that you can clear it without having to glove or fairy, that those blocks won't really come into play. So having fairy, I don't think this is a terrible play for Eunos.
Yeah, 6 is an odd one because it's not necessarily the largest, but it can be really confusing and it can loop and it can take you a really long time. But also with some of the layouts, you don't necessarily need a lot of equipment going into it, depending on the layout.
And Rebanak Jr. not being terribly nice to Eunos. He kills him. You definitely want to run into his body instead of the beam swords. They only appear to do a quarter of the damage.
Finally get the cheese strat going.
And Digshake does pick up that other heart container out of Reset Cave, so like I said, with that huge importance in giving that lead to somebody who finds that heart container earlier, it didn't really last for that long. Yeah, it's definitely Fairy was the Mido spell, so kind of interested why Digshake wouldn't want to even check for a free spell in Saria.
Yeah. There's still the potential you could need Thunder.
Yep, that is always the case. I mean, but on top of that, it could be Life or Shield with low hearts, something that can prevent a death. picks up a magic container in Medicine Cave, so that will tie up our magic jars, making that one that eunos got out of Palace 1 seem not nearly as important. I'd expect Digshake to try to go sailing here pretty soon. I don't really think he has many other open item locations.
Go sailing soon also. Yep, there you are.
Yep, Christopher Cross. And sails into at least the middle of the eastern continent with the way that the map was generated. That river sends you all the way over.
Yeah, I think Zarnax is right in chat. I think that Saria move is for time. He knows where it is, and if he finds out he's Thunderblock, he can come back. But, you know, the odds are he's not, right?
Yeah, odds are he's not. And then the time argument is always a difficult thing, because how long does it take you? Desert Tile, Digshake gets a P-Bad, but honestly, how long does it take to grab the spell out of Saria? Like, at the most, like, what, 40 seconds? And if that saves you one death, you've already saved yourself time, as far as if it's a shield cast or a life's cast.
You did see a 500 bag there on the Desert Tile.
Yep, one of the 4 items readily available in the Eastern Continent overworld. He probably wants to find the water tile as well, since we were blessed with the boost starting right off. See, and here you go. Now he's diving into Nibiru, so I really don't understand.
Yeah, that's totally fair. So, I mean, time should be about the same.
But again, close to start. Same thing with the Palace 1 item. You know that you're just an up A away from going to check that.
I think maybe he had his towns messed up, his slots messed up.
That's a possibility as well. Sometimes when they're just
because he already has
the menu with no reference point, it's easy to make that mistake.
Does find his item room. Could be interesting.
Yeah, it's a bit of a big commitment, kind of a gamble or risk to do 6 this early. Because as you can see, it's taken him a lot of time, so hopefully this item is going to be helpful.
I mean, especially 3 gem when you don't necessarily have to do 6 at all.
Yeah, exactly. I would... yeah, you want to exhaust all the easy items, try to find that glove, and then just bang out 1, 2, 3, you know, maybe 4. Since we start with Reflect, 4 would be... and the Key, which were the only 2 things that would want to keep you out of Palace 4. Beefy Rebanak finally takes him down, but he's still at attack 2, so...
Could just be a weak attack, too.
Yeah. Okay, so that was the jump spell in Nukasudo. That'll help Digshake get that P-Bag and go up to attack 4. I missed that item. What was that item in 6?
That was Heart Container.
Heart Container.
Probably not excited about that one.
Probably not, but yeah, at this point, since they both have 3, the value of them is dramatically decreased. But it still might be pretty helpful. I don't know if it's going to save him as much time as he spent to go find it. But to come out of there without placing a gem too is just kind of a pretty big time sink for 1 item.
Digshake doing Maze Island here. We'll probably see both items unless we see a glove. A kid.
That's the kid. Hambone.
Hambone. Could come into play if that's blocking Thunder, but you know, if they're on the glove hunt, eunos may just as well find that anyway.
Alright, Palace 2 in Maze Island. Digshake will probably go in there after he finds the other item here.
Yeah, for sure. That's an easy gem placement.
Yeah, pretty rare that you'll be glove blocked out of 2.
Yeah, and it's possible that you can find the glove when you're trying, so...
Yeah, it's almost never happens that both the boss and the glove are blocked out of there. The way that dungeon builds itself.
Okay, we got spell items on Maze Island.
And both of those are the good spell items. We know that the Water of Life is not worth anything, so those could potentially be important.
Yeah, that actually sort of gives a small advantage to Digshake if we're T-Bird blocked at the end.
Yeah, but depending on where the glove is, once eunos gets Maze Island, he'll probably find both of those as well.
Exactly.
Unless, yeah, like I said, if he finds the glove before that, he's not going to be looking for...
It's definitely more of a glove hunt.
Oh yeah, for sure. Still tons of locations. As far as the Western Open, here's Trophy Cave. I don't think we've seen P-Bag Cave. We've seen everything else. I don't think we still have the 2 items in Death Mountain and the item in 5. Oh no, my mistake. We did see Digshake pick up the flute in Trophy Cave earlier.
Yeah, we
So
did
eunos
see
gets
that.
his
I don't
own.
think we saw the P-Bag Cave.
So still a bunch of items just sitting out in the open. Water tile, both P-Bag Caves in the east. And then a bunch of palace items. Also new Kasuto.
Yeah, you can grab a couple there, potentially. $500 bag in 2.
Yeah, not terribly helpful. Decent red iron knuckle for 70 experience points. Dripper there. That's not bad.
Yeah, if you're gonna do a little farming or something, you want that to be 200. But you won't see these guys spending any time on that, I'm sure.
No, definitely not. Yeah, 70 iron knuckle is just definitely mid-tier. You know, it's better than a 0-point bot or a Mew or something like that.
I think the Digshake is kind of gaining some time right here because I think that grass bow is kind of tucked down in a little area, and eunos hasn't come across it yet.
Yeah, definitely. He's having trouble finding it because you know he'd be off in the east too, and about as good of a Maze Island as you could hope for Digshake because he gets both items, the item out of 2, and places his second gem. Didn't need the glove, so very nice.
Yeah, so no coming back here.
Always a spot you never want to come back to because it's just always usually a very long walk. Well, actually, where the raft tile ended up, it's not as long of a walk for this seed, but you know, it
kind of depends on if you have boots and how much of that you can just walk down the river.
Right. It's just always good to just check that off your list. Now here's the deviation. eunos actually going for the spell in Saria.
Yeah, so this could be a difference maker, and I think his routing around the continent, he'll be going right down to that raft here pretty soon, so he'll kind of be right back into it.
Alright, see if Digshake's going to check this palace. We could either be 4, 3, or Great Palace, and it's Great Palace.
Great Palace.
does have the kid for Nabooru. Could get upstabbed, but doesn't want to do either of those things.
Yeah, especially with the proximity to Great Palace, I think I agree with that move. Come back if you need it.
Yeah, with this flag set, it's almost... Yeah, eunos does find the reptile on the grass.
Yeah.
The reptile on the grass. Excuse me. We did see a boulder blocked cave there, so P-Bag Cave is going to be hammer blocked. And there's a peek into Death Mountain over there.
There's hammer for digshake.
Ah, yeah, speaking of hammer blocks, there he goes.
Yeah, that probably won't come into play, but if the glove is in the P-Bag Cave, or in Death Mountain, Spectacle Rock.
Yeah, to finish that thought I started earlier, I almost think having Thunder might be a hindrance in this flag set, just because of T-Bird not always being required, and if you have the ability to kill him and you do so, you might just end up wasting a whole bunch of time in Great Palace then, instead of just turning around and going for the correct way. But it's impossible to know.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, here's this. I don't know what's going on with these guys in Spell Towns here, because eunos went and got it from Saria. Oh, never mind. Nabooru, yeah, they already got Nabooru, so Digshake did misread that. He definitely misread that. I missed that. Because he went into Nabooru and didn't get a spell.
Right. The classic programmer off by one error.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't he have like pieces of tape on his monitor that line up along with the pause menu like I do?
Thought that was more of like a Zelda 1 screen wrap thing.
Oh yeah, I've got tape all over the place.
Oh yeah.
I can barely even see the game.
Mouse grabs that hammer. Didn't see what item Digshake got there, but
Yeah, I was gonna ask you. I missed that as well. So Digshake finds Palace 3, so that we know that in Death Valley, Palace 4 is going to be in Death Valley.
must have been a heart, probably. Yeah, chat says heart.
Oh yeah, good find. Once we're up to the point we are now, though, you don't really have to worry about heart containers.
Well, spell, so we'll probably see the item at the end here.
Yeah, I missed how many magic jars the old broad wanted, but he'll be able to get the other item. eunos is going to get his own jump spell out of Old Kasuto. And the item under the spell is the candle.
Okay. Candle.
Basically a worthless item at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't hurt to have it in case you end up digging through Death Mountain for a while, but, you know, having gotten a few hearts, Death Mountain isn't going to scare these guys off either way, so.
No, certainly not. So we have yet to see the water tile. Other than that, all the open items in the east have been found. So locations for the glove are dwindling.
There's your water tile.
Yeah, just stuck down in that little corner area all by itself, south of Death Valley.
Got the string of pea bags from digshake there.
Yep, nice for a couple levels, but not what he's looking for.
Ooh, 7. I see 7 magic container requirement.
Yikes.
Check out what's on Valley of Death. I think I would have made that choice.
Yeah, he can cast Reflect. 4 is a good move, a full clear here. He won't have to worry about crystals, and then he'll just be looking for the glove.
Right. Also, I mean, East is pretty well cleaned out. You can fairy feet your way in and up A your way out.
Yeah, definitely up A, because Digshake probably knows where that boulder is down in the southwest corner of the western continent. Knows there's an item there, and he knows that there's an entrance to the Death Mountain there too. So 2 more items if he needs to go over that way.
Yeah, and 1 because he didn't check that one yet.
That's correct. He might go back in there first. Unless he somehow misread his menu to think he already got the item out of 1, but I don't know if that's a possibility. Eunos does use the spell, and grabs his own candle. Be able to see in the dark now. And digshake in 4. This is the best room to find in 4, coming from that direction. Especially if you're looking for the item. Even if you're not looking for the item, just drop all the way to the bottom. More often than not, you're going to run into Karok down there.
Yeah, at least you don't have to ferry your way up there.
Yeah, that's always a last place you look, if that's the case. Karok in the middle?
I think we'll see him at least drop a level and see if that's the item.
Ouch. Sometime Karok just wants to pop up right on top of you and knock you down, and hit him again. Looks like you can only take 2 hits from Karok. Well, the Eunos diving 3 runs it to a glove block. And digshake has placed his final crystal, or gem. He will drop, like you said, to go and take a look. Now, Eunos has the fire going here. I didn't see what he cast.
I'm assuming probably shield. But...
Yeah, that was definitely shield. So shield is fire.
Eunos is gonna nope out a 3 after that.
Yeah, I think he saw all of it. It was just a dead end to the left and a glove block to the right.
My question here for digshake is, you just placed your third gem. Do you take a look at Great Palace?
That's a good question. I've done it before, and I don't know if I'll ever do it again. I think I've done it twice before, but it's so rare that you're not going to run into a glove block in Great Palace.
It's very unlikely, but you know, if it's not far.
Yeah, if it's over, you know, like where he is, because I don't think he's that far away from it. No, he's on Valley of Death, so I'm not sure if he's going to backtrack.
You'd have to walk out of Valley of Death. He finds a jar there in 4. Yeah, he's going to up his way back.
Yeah. Yeah, situationally, if you were nearby it, I think it might be worth a glance, because you never know. He could be in the first room.
Right. Eunos gonna follow that path, go into 4. Basically make the same play.
And I think digshake remembers that there is a boulder over here. He just has to find where it is. Also, both entrances to Death Mountain are over there.
Yeah, I wonder if he'd go back to 1 first, or if those caves are right there. If he'd try to see if you can get your way around to a spectacle rock.
Yeah.
Heart container in the teabag cave looks a lot better in life.
Yep, that's a distance memory, is worrying about your life levels, but
not
he's
what he
working
wanted
out.
though.
Yep, he's gonna look for Hammer Cave and the boulder. Death Mountain is always fun. Almost impossible to track. I saw a clip of somebody like posting a map of their I don't know if you saw that one, like, but it was crazy.
Yeah, even the old the pre 2.0 vanilla map randomizer, tracking that was a mess too. I don't really have a good system for this one. We do have Hammer Cave though for digshake. It didn't take him too long to get here, so.
No, right in that open area, at least if you take the southernmost entrance. You almost don't want to find this first in this situation, just because you know that the boulder is still out there, and walking back out of Hammer Cave is something that you never want to do.
Right.
Eunos defeats Karok and places his second gem.
Oh, another heart. Hearts everywhere.
Just a ton of heart containers, and yep, digshake doesn't want to up A and walk through the overworld. It's probably about the same distance, so it doesn't really matter which way you do it if you are really gonna go find that boulder. But so now, where are we on items? We know that we're glove blocked out of 3, so glove can't be in 3. Could be in 5. We know it's not in 6. So that's it. Am I correct? Oh no, 7 magic containers.
Magic containers, yeah.
Yeah, so 7 magic containers, item in 5, or the boulder.
Spectacle rock.
Yeah, this is a particularly nasty Death Mountain. It seems like a lot of campsites or caves that end up nowhere. At least a handful that I've seen. You want to have a nice big area where you could use the boots.
Yeah, we do have a coast here, so that could be good.
Yeah, this might help him. Eunos does pick up his magic container. Now, thinking about this, we were talking about that item in 1 being in the magic container, whether it be helpful or not. If it is, the glove is in fact in that.
Containers?
Yeah, that might be huge. And there's a 50% chance that that's the answer as of now.
Well, and I'm sure Digshake's got to be thinking he's behind now because he just did Death Mountain and he knows now that you don't have to touch it.
Yeah, I think he's close to 5, isn't he? No, he's not. He's going back into 1.
Yeah, and this is the obvious play. This is like his easiest thing left. So.
Yeah, but this will give him access to the 7 magic container requirement, which Eunos doesn't have. He'll have to. I don't know where Digshake got the other one. Was that in? That was in Hammer Cave, I think.
No, Hammer Cave was a heart. I think it was in 2.
Okay, yeah, it was in 2. That's right. Which is, yeah, kind of surprising he hasn't found. Oh, he's about to do that though. Eunos is on his way to 2, so he's gonna clear Maze Island completely here. Which doesn't take very long. So I'd have to give Digshake a slight lead right now. But really hard to say.
Chat says 2 was heart container, it was the other teabag cave on the east that was magic container.
Oh, okay, so that...
could be right.
If Chad is correct, that definitely extends Digshake's lead. Instead of going to New Kasuto, he's going to 5. Oh no, I'm wrong. Digshake doesn't know what the item is in 6, so that's where he's going.
Yeah. So, effectively, we're dueling wastes of time.
Yeah, we certainly are.
Obviously they don't know. They're hoping whatever the next item they get to is the glove that they want.
Yeah, I mean for Digshake, he doesn't know what's in 3. He doesn't know what's in 5. He doesn't know what's in 6. And New Kasuto, so this is just the closest thing to him. Might as well do it.
Yeah, I've had those sorts of seeds where you go, okay, you know, it's a glove hunt. Where's the glove? And, you know, you end up 99%ing the seed or whatever.
Yeah. And normally that happens, well, at least it happens to me because I leave 5 as the last resort, so that's normally how it shakes out.
I feel like I'm probably more likely to die at 5 than you are. Probably to my peril, but...
Well, I mean, races have been won by diving 5 early too, so...
Yeah. And I think a lot of people, especially a lot of newer players, don't like to take on Guma at less than about attack 5.
Yeah, Guma can definitely be a pain.
I have some pretty safe strats for Guma, so I'm usually not afraid to go in there at a little lower attack level.
It just depends on how you would like to attack the seed. It almost seems that it's more beneficial to just, if you're there, if there's an item, if you can get it, just get it, cross it off your list, and just move on to the next thing. You'll get, maybe you get lucky, maybe you don't. Doesn't matter where you are or how long it takes. But I'd say that, but I wouldn't do it.
Looks like we ended up with the same palace set here. 1, 1, 2, 4.
Yeah, with the way that this is laid out, not terribly surprising. So Eunos is going to find both of the spell items here. Did Digshake get the item out of 6 there?
Yeah, he found the heart container and left. He going Great Palace? Oh no, New Kasuto probably.
Yeah, definitely New Kasuto. So this is going to tell us where the glove is.
Oh, for 2 on fairy feet there. We're gonna walk past the fence.
Digshake shows this lady that he has enough magic, so we'll get basement access.
There's the glove. Glove behind 7 magic containers.
That's great.
Quite the deal.
That's a fantastic location for the glove. So almost a full clear, but Digshake is heavily in the driver's seat because Eunos just up 8 after finding the desert tile, and we know that he needs another magic container, and if he dives 5, he'll find it. Actually, you know what? It could still be in 3, so that's not even a guarantee.
Well, you got to be able to get one of them.
Yeah, you definitely have to be able to get one of them, so there is that possibility that, you know, the P-Bag Cave in the east is the one that you have to get, because it's glove blocked in 3.
Great Palace for Digshake.
Here we go, enters at 45.50. Wouldn't call this a stranglehold as of yet, but a healthy lead for Digshake, finding the fairy room.
Yeah, I mean, he could still get upstab blocked here, really. There's still a lot that could happen. And Thunderbird blocked, for that matter.
Yeah, definitely. Ouch.
That was a waste of a fairy.
He just went right back to where he was because that guy followed him over there. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, that was pretty far up there for that chicken knight.
Well, because he has to jump over the lava tiles and over the elevator.
The elevator.
So Digshake didn't peek upwards, but just keeps going on this path. So he does have, well, here's another one. So we have 3 deviations from where he's going.
Eunos is going to do this Death Mountain, and it's not going to be helpful for him.
Yeah, just very unfortunate for Eunos that he did not find the P-Bag Cave, because that's going to slow him down a lot. Sorry, I keep talking without pressing this button.
Yeah, Eunos is the routing here. He didn't come across Hammer Cave on the way around here, so see how long it takes him to find it.
Yeah, we know it was right at that one entrance. Alright, so Digshake finds the Jackamus room.
Waffle room.
Always a good play to cast Fairy in that room, you just don't want to mess around.
Yeah, you can pretty easily get knocked around, and you know, here we're in the fun room, and that can happen pretty easily there too.
So we have seen a very large portion of Great Palace at this point.
I don't think we've seen too many drops, but we've seen quite a few rooms.
So I was going to say, we've seen 0 drops in a very large amount of it being explored, because I have about, I don't know, 15 rooms. And that loops back to the Jackamus room. Nice loop.
Yeah.
So, from what I'm looking at, there are only 2 different ways to go. And Digshake is going the one way. Alright, so going that direction, there's still going to be a left turn option, but with T-Bird maybe required, drops seem to be your friend.
Yeah, they're your friend today.
Yep, they certainly are.
Eunos diving 5, and yeah, it's too little too late here. It's actually a good question. Was glove actually required with some of the looping? It may not have been.
I don't think it was. I'm gonna say there was not a glove requirement in that seed. I have to look back at the replay.
Yeah, or watch Eunos go through it, or ask Digshake. He might know when he comes in here.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident. Yeah, that's crazy. So, well, either way, congratulations to Digshake. He's gonna win, go 3-0, earn himself a bye in the first round. Eunos still gonna make the bracket, but he's gonna be down with a 2-1. You know, amateurs. Hello, digshake.
Hey guys.
Congratulations, well played.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, nice run.
Do you have anything to say about that Great Palace that you just did?
I'm glad Thunderbird wasn't in my way. I don't know.
Well, we were just discussing, and we're pretty sure that you didn't need the glove.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was a bunch of rooms, but I don't really think there was a glove block in there. Because it was.
I guess if you took the long way around, yeah, if you go up instead of down the elevator, so you don't have to go through the Jacobus room.
Yeah, because I think it was up into a fun room.
Yeah.
And then that brought you into the Eon, or no, it brought you into a paperclip room, and then turning left there was the Eon room. Yeah, I'm pretty confident. Yeah, that you didn't need the glove there, and that was the whole race was looking for the glove. I mean, that never happens. So.
You know, and I actually thought about dipping into GP without the glove just to see if it could happen, but I
had that discussion when you finished. Was it 4 on?
Probably 4, yeah.
On Valley of Death, I said, do you walk out of here and try it? And the answer for this race was no, but it could have been yes, and that could have swung the race for sure.
I thought about it. I really, really, really thought about it.
Eunos, looks like he did get his other magic container now, but.
Yeah, I would say that even if you did go in there with the glove, you wouldn't have taken that path unless you were really, gung-ho, gonna exhaust all options. But,
I mean, I think if
there was a lot of
there,
different
you do,
twists and turns.
Right?
Well, if you're gonna make a gamble like that, you gotta go all in, man. That's how I see it.
Yeah, I guess you're right. You do want to make sure it's completely glove blocked.
But if you're wrong, that's a big time sink that you just lost there. So yeah, I don't know.
Our discussion was, well, if you're right next to it, maybe you check. Otherwise, probably you keep looking for the glove.
Well, I wasn't that far away, but yeah.
Yeah, having to come out of the Valley of Death makes it seem very far away for some reason.
That's that's sort of the interesting thing about this randomizer is that there's definitely a clearly defined meta, but I feel like the meta is probably soft in some places, and this might be one of those areas where the meta could use some adjustment.
Yeah, I don't think I agree with that.
No.
Skipping the glove for Great Palace, no, I don't think so.
For optional T-Bird, you don't think so?
I mean, yeah, maybe, but still.
Yeah, I think something that's difficult, and one of the reasons why you might want to try it is, with that sort of flag set, there are scenarios where, like, okay, you gamble on it, and if it pays off, you're done. You just win, right? It's the payoff is big, which is why maybe you consider it.
I was worried that it was in 1 because I skipped that item for a long time. In fact, I feel like I probably shouldn't have even gone back to 1, but I did. And I guess that was the last magic container that I got. So, or was it a heart? I don't remember.
Yeah, it was the last magic container. We were speculating as to why you didn't get it, just because it's right there. But since it was so close to start, it was like, well, there's not a big backtrack. We're more confused by the fact that you didn't get the spell out of Saria.
And then tried to get the one out of...
Yeah, that was just a straight mistake.
Yeah, we're like, wait a second. That didn't seem right.
I looked at the 2 spells that I had, and I thought they were in slots 3 and 4, but they were in slots 4 and 5, so... that could have really hurt me too, especially if Thunderbird was required, but I think... I mean, the meta for Max Randos definitely evolved to Thunderbird's usually not required. I think out of the races we played, maybe a quarter of them required Thunderbird.
About that, I think.
Yeah, it might be a little bit higher. I think it was around 30%, give or take, but I've lost count at this point.
So I usually don't feel too bad playing those odds.
Yeah, and even upstab, it's like, well, you know, why walk through there when it's not far away and it's not likely to be required. And that room was there, you just were going the other direction through it.
Yeah. Yep. Kind of an annoying seed though, especially that glove, man. But had some redeeming qualities, I guess.
Yeah, no, it was. It's just fun to see it buried behind 7 magic containers, because that's very rare that happens. But I don't think eunos has the glove right now, and
he got the magic
digging around.
containers. Did he not actually go pick it up?
I don't know. I need to see his pause menu, because I'm not sure if he got it or not.
Yeah, he may not have.
Is he jumping into GP?
Yeah, he's in GP now.
He's about to loop back to the Jackamus room, so he's going to turn left and take the Eon drop and be at Dark Blank, probably.
Oh wow, nice.
Take the elevator.
Oh, that's right. Jackamus is only blocked on the one side. So, do you have anything else to say about that seed, Digshake?
It was pretty swampy, even by my standards.
I did mention that at one point because you had boots going, you know, down the river through the swamp, and it's a good seed to have boots.
I forgot I had the magic key for a while too. I really was not paying close attention.
I wondered that in one, because you went to the end of that room right away.
Well, I was hoping for a pea bag there actually, but
yeah, I thought about that too. Maybe you were looking for a pea bag early.
Yeah, Max Rando throws me off because I'm not used to starting with all that stuff.
Yeah, that does take some getting used to, and trying to remember what you already have or whatever.
Yeah, if you have a ton of items in the very beginning, it's you kind of forget. You're like, oh wait, I have that?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's like, yeah, if you have the hammer, it's easy to forget that you have the hammer. Well, there's eunos finishing up just over an hour here, and I'm pretty sure he did that gloveless, so unfortunately that he didn't take that gamble earlier. But well played, Digshake. You are 3-0, so nice work. I believe you get a bye in the brackets.
Oh, nice. Wasn't aware of that. That's cool. How many people win the brackets? Do we know?
I don't know. At least 3. I have no idea. I don't remember what it said. I think 12.
I thought it was, yeah, like 12 and 4 people are 3-0 or something. I didn't dig back through the challenge page, but that's what I was reading in Discord.
So yeah, a bye is nice, but it just gives everybody else, you know, more incentive, more practice.
Yeah. Well, I gotta say, I hope you win your first round match so that we can go head to head in the second round of the bracket.
That's fine with me. I mean, I've got a good history against you in tournament play.
Yeah. I mean, we've only faced off once, right? Or was it? Yeah, it was just the one.
Yeah, it was once. Let's see if I remember.
It was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, and well, because in like elimination matches, I've only lost to you and eunos. Speaking of eunos, nice work, eunos. Good game.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
So you didn't get the glove, did you?
No, I tried like for a long time, and then just decided that it wasn't required.
Yeah, that was great because you got that 7th magic container, which is what you needed to get the glove. But I'm really glad that you went in there, because after Digshake finished, we were thinking back and we realized that like this entire race was looking for the glove, where ultimately you didn't even need it.
Yeah, and the only reason I talked myself into actually looking for the glove is because of all the trouble I had identifying where I was in the Western continent. I was totally confused.
Yeah, it definitely took you a long time to sweep around and find the grass tile with the raft on it.
Yeah, I kept thinking I was in the south or the north, and it was the other each time. It was so I was like, okay, well I lost already, so I better go ahead and you know, try to find the glove. It's a good plan.
Yeah,
I'd say
I was pretty salty about the glove, especially when I found out I didn't even need the darn thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, though, like, what do you think? Actual numbers, as far as glove requirement, I'd say like what, 1 out of every 200.
You might be right, but I think you're talking to the two guys who would probably be willing to take those odds in
Yeah.
a race.
Oh yeah.
We didn't this time. I realized that, but I definitely thought about it.
I know. I mean, why didn't we just play like we should play?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I have no idea.
Can we like redo it? I mean, I don't care about the win or the lose, but man, like we in a gloveless seed, we spent an hour combined looking for the dang thing, and I didn't even find it. I mean, I figured there was 2 places it could be, but
Oh, did you go into 5?
I hadn't gone to 5 yet. That was the other place.
Yeah.
I went in and I gave up after I found the key. Just a key, the porch key.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. I maybe chalk it up to. I guess I feel like I probably do play a little bit more conservative in these tournament races. I don't know why. It doesn't really make any sense, but
No kidding, right?
yeah.
I think it's prestige. You want to play the odds. You want to win. I mean, you're digshake.
I do want to win, but I also just get a lot of joy out of completely destroying a seed. And I had an opportunity to do that, and I didn't.
Yeah, like when you have the opportunity to just place that one gem and take out T-Bird with attack 3.
Yeah, that wasn't even a tournament race, and I still took that one really slow for whatever reason. Maybe it's I'm a dad now. I'm thinking about the future. I'm becoming an old fogey who's afraid to step on the gas.
It's a definite possibility.
No, that's a total load of crap. I don't know what it is.
So, you got any other comments about this seed or this race?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, in that case, well done, guys. Good race. It was, whether you liked it or not, it was very fun and interesting. I love the twist of no glove requirement at the end, but again, like I said, also the fact that it being buried under the 7 magic container required pretty rare that happens. So, set 2 and 1, you are going to be in the bracket round. Unfortunately, you don't get the bye, but I mean, who needs it, right?
I like playing video game.
Yeah, me too. So thanks everybody. Thanks Link, Digshake, eunos. Great race,
Yeah, nice
and
race, guys.
I hope to not see you guys down the road, but I know that I will.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for commentating.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the conclusion of Digshake versus eunos. Digshake winning, going 3-0. eunos unfortunately losing and going 2-1. Yeah, this is whatever channel we're on, Randomania. There's probably other things coming up, but I haven't done my research. So thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy.
Yeah, I have the schedule up here somewhere. It's like Dragon Warrior at what time is that? Tomorrow at 9 p.m. Weekly race.
Sounds fun.